I hope all is well. I hope all is well with you. 1600. Somebody might be into history. Somebody might be into history. I'm not even gonna lie. It's that feeling I'm getting. Because that number is like in my face. But what is 1600? Maybe someone's getting a fat check. Just a random fat check. $1,600 bills or rupees. Why rupees? How about dinar? I don't know. All right. So it's a good day for paying your bills, and it's a good day for curing your ills. And then they said, throw away those pills. And I thought that was pretty anti-establishment. I thought, like, in today's world, that is bad advice. But, you know, somebody could be, I'm sorry to say it, they're not with Big Pharma, bro. They don't mess with it. They're against it. Someone could be into like an alternative healing. Maybe like psychedelics. It's alternative. Just anti-establishment. It's, hey, we don't need that. We can be happy. Okay, so I don't know what's up today. It's just a good day. It's a good day to have a good day. It's a good day to have a good day, y'all. So I hope all is well. Let's get started with the reading. What are you going on with? Okay. Positive already. Are you in love? Is that who I'm talking to? You in love? Have you found a... Yeah, you are. Boom! Yeah, you are. 8 of Hearts and the 2 of Hearts, except the 2 of Hearts came out first, right? And so the 2 of Hearts typically represent some sort of marriage, and it would be like a bond between two people, okay? But the 8 of Hearts, now the 8 of Hearts is a much deeper energy. It's not just... It's not just a connection. It's a really deep connection. It's a long-standing connection for a long time, too. This is a connection that I would like to... The way that I would explain it now, and this is the perspective that I have. Someone is probably most likely at this place because this is internal, okay? So external situations at this time are reflecting the internal world that you have with yourself. Maybe you're finding yourself disconnected from some things, like, and then reconnecting with other parts that make you feel deeper about your own life, like giving your life more meaning. And that's because you've like deeply connected within yourself. So external things that are coming towards you are most likely reflecting the internal bond that you've created within yourself. Hey, this is me saying I know myself very well, and parts of me are integrated. It's a very long-standing connection. And in order for you to have good connection with others, like truly deep and good connection with others, you have to have a really great connection with yourself so that you can know yourself, so that you got boundaries, so that you can, you know, go after the things that you like and not necessarily what everyone else likes. It's a good energy because it kind of gives me this feeling of the 3 of Spades cards, where we're like, not spades, sorry, 3 of Clubs card. Well, the 3 of Spades is similar to that too, but sometimes it's like a short break. You know, it's like just a short separation. But the 3 of Clubs is one where it's internal. In my internal world, I am assessing and analyzing whether or not I agree with this way or that way that someone else is doing it, and if that works for me. And sometimes you find that it doesn't. So when we get to know ourselves very deeply, we realize, oh, I'm not like these people or that person, or the way that this says to go, it doesn't work for me. And we'll find ourselves in situations where we feel trapped, constrained, and constricted. Why? Because we are forcing ourselves in a box that we just aren't supposed to fit in. The reality is, we are all our own versions of the higher self, or God for some, and just a different version of the universe. We are in the universe. Thank you. I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Thanks for spreading the love. And I love you. All right. But yeah, we're all our own versions of the universe. Small versions of it. Microorganisms within it. But nonetheless, we all come from the same place. And we all wish to have an experience. We all wish to have an experience. And no one's experience is going to look just like the other, because we're playing out every possibility that there is concurrently. When we transform, we're playing out every possibility that there is. And that's important. That's an important experience for existence in itself. Hopefully I didn't lose you with that. But yeah, this is what I'm seeing. Someone is internally connected with themselves. Lie while in the car driving is not safe. Yeah, I don't think so either. I don't think live driving is safe. I always wondered how do people do that? This is a separate message. It's somewhat of a warning in the emotional state. Maybe something that you were working on isn't going to turn out the way that you want, but yeah. So, all right, internally, back to this. I don't know, this energy, I don't know. I'm not paying too much attention to it. Probably because you're in this place where you're going to find solutions to whatever issues you come across. So it's no danger for you. Yeah, things don't work out. Things don't go the way you want them all the time. But you figure it out. That's the kind of energy I'm getting from that. But you're finding a way to consistently anchor this energy into your life where you are connected. You have a deep longing, or feel like there's a lot of meaning towards your own life, towards life itself. Maybe a deep appreciation, perhaps a lot of gratitude and like this hopeful like energy, and you're just learning how to ground that within yourself. So this is a really good energy. It might not seem as consistent for you, but I think that you're actually doing a lot better than maybe you would give yourself credit for in a lot of situations. Yeah, I see you finding solutions to things that might cause you issues. You're very resourceful, whoever you are, super resourceful in the material sense. You can make a lot of things happen. So don't doubt your own abilities. I feel like a big change is coming your way. And you have what it takes to take lead in your life and to make those changes happen in the best way for yourself. I feel like things that come towards you that seem like conflict, they're not really... it depends on where you are at mentally. You know, sometimes you can allow something with tension and conflict to be a negative experience. Other times, you yourself can allow it to be a very positive experience. But there are these like two monarch butterflies that are chasing each other. You might have someone in your life who is like parallel to you energetically, who you will enjoy life with. I don't see them like intervening too much in your life. They just kind of exist alongside you as they like represent some sort of mirror in a sense. But this could be friendships or whatever, like people that you just resonate with. And again, there is success without compensation. So no matter what you put your mind to, I'm pretty sure you're just gonna get to it. I guess it's a good day. Like there are energies that are traditionally negative here, but I don't feel like they're affecting you, viewer. I don't think they can. I feel you just resonate with a vibration of success. Success. And I think it's because of the work that you just choose to do on yourself. Okay. Again, someone external to you. Didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you? Okay, so what came? Continue to invest yourself in the projects that you're in. Continue to invest yourself. They're gonna pan out the way that you want them to. Not only will you be happy, but the people who you work with or do anything with, they're gonna be happy too. Okay, they're gonna agree with you. Like, they're gonna agree that this is a good situation. They're gonna agree that they're getting something good out of it, and you will too. Okay, there's something about people that you work with, someone that you'll work with. Okay, just continue to invest yourself as you see fit in situations. Though I do see you as, from externally, you are distancing yourself from the way, emotionally distancing yourself from the way that others are, and it's particularly someone that you realize a project with. And I say someone, even though this is more of a vague like energy, this could be you realizing you got to work on something and create something here, right? But you're emotionally distancing yourself from this feeling here that keeps coming up. It came out again with the Four of Hearts, which is like an emotional betrayal. And that was why I was saying maybe something isn't going to work out for you the way that you want or whatever. And it's just like, but things will work out for you. I don't understand. There's something particular here that I'm like out of the loop. Or perhaps there's two different loops. You're also distancing yourself from that inconsistency internally. And also attracting in something to work with that you would really, really like. But simultaneously, what is external to you, you are distancing yourself from it. Like, conscious projection is your own well-being, being in a state of being well. Having put a lot of effort and work, I need to go study. Because it feels like you put a lot of effort and work and you're just waiting for the outcome. But it's like it's your conscious, this is your conscious projection. And you're consciously focused on your well-being. Lots of hearts, lots of clubs. Emotions upon like emotions. The clubs are like spirituality. The hearts are like the emotions. The diamonds represent like material world. And the spades are typically the negative cards. But depending on what's next to it is how you would translate those. And here you could really be just focused on your spiritual well-being. I would suspect that this message is for someone who is rather spiritual, for the energy that I got in the beginning. And I don't mean like woo spiritual, like you have to be in your room conjuring and like you have to have 1,000 crystals, or like you even have to read cards or anything. You just have a deeper connection to yourself. You understand like the brain. There is like your advice is really good for some of you. I don't know, I'm picking up something and I don't want to. As I feel like, I don't know, I feel there's a distance being made between a particular energy and yourself. And this could even be within yourself where you find yourself distancing it's simultaneous. It's simultaneous because you are within yourself distancing yourself from a particular energy, so you can harness this well-being and love for yourself. Okay, this togetherness, this homogenized version of your spirit, so you can have that for yourself. You are no longer participating in certain stuff. And so when you see other people or something else that's participating in a particular energy, you stay away from it because it just does not suit you energetically. And as you change, it's just so happen you're distancing yourself from other things, and that is okay. With the 9 of Diamonds, there might be a delay in realizing this, like that you are growing. Maybe for yourself or maybe for others. It's like, this person is, maybe others are coming to the conclusion like, oh, this person is growing. And then you're like, I'm growing beyond this. So you just can't. You just can't. And you're worried about your well-being. So I see, and it's spiritual. Okay, it's a spiritual thing that's going on there. It could be mental for others. Like if you might resonate with this being like your psychology. You might be a psychology student. You might be into history. Again, but a big transformation has happened for you and within yourself, and in the subconscious, you're worried about your success once again. The 10 of Diamonds. So, and it might even be your material success too. You want certain things, and so you know you have to be a certain way. Something's going to come in to surprise you about this energy. Something is changing for you really big. And I see it might be with your environment. It might be with you and someone that you work with, and now you're moving somewhere else. Might be realizing I don't align at this company, and so I'm going to this other company, and it's gonna work out really good for you, and you're gonna realize all that hard work that you have been doing is not for no reason. And the only card that's flipped around, okay, is the Ace of Spades. That's why I keep saying there's this huge change, because that's what it represents, a transformation, a big transformation internally. And so it could be happening for you as well externally, where the way that you think has changed, the way that you care about yourself has changed. And so even your appearance in some way has changed. Let's see. I'll go in with the chakra wisdom oracle and then we're done. But yeah, someone here is... someone here is... I'll just take them all. Since they all fell out. Independence at the bottom of the deck. Since they all fell out, and I gave them a really great shuffle, so we'll just take them all, because there's always a lot of these. There's a lot going on in the sacral chakra. The solar plexus is here, and then also the heart chakra, the 4th chakra. But a lot going on in the sacral chakra. So this could have to do with your creation, your womb, your doesn't have to be your womb if you're a male. Then it's like your reproductive area. Okay, well-being. We said that, right? You are so focused on your well-being. It's not even funny. I honor and respect my body by giving it what it deserves to thrive. I provide myself with the best of food, exercise, water, relaxation, therapeutic treatments, and thoughts. Am I crazy? Perhaps. I'm okay with it too, if I am. But I could have sworn we just said that. You're really focused on your 9 of Clubs, well-being, because you've been putting in a lot of work. And you could be treating yourself a lot better. And so externally even, you are appearing different because you're treating yourself and your body and your mind in a particular way. I only consume foods and liquids that were designed by nature to be in my body. I stimulate my body's energy flow with exercise. I make time to rest, as stillness and tranquility are vital to keep my mind and body rejuvenated. Is this you? Is this the transformation that you've made? Have you started to care for yourself more? This reading is for you. A surprise is on this way. This reading is for you. Sexuality. I honor and respect my sexuality, and I allow the natural flow of my feelings. I acknowledge that my sexual thoughts and feelings will arise, and I release unnecessary guilt regarding sex. I am open to the positive sensual feelings coming to me from others. At the same time, I keep my sexual activities well directed and in balance. For some of you, you're not participating in reckless sexual behavior, which that's very good. Okay? Or you are no longer agreeing with your community way of having a relationship with someone external to yourself. And you're no longer guilting yourself for the way that you feel. You might identify as a queer person or something like that. So you're not guilting yourself for enjoying what you enjoy, and you're not shaming yourself for being a present person in the moment. Some people could have like a unhealthy relationship with their sexuality, and it could cause them to do certain things. If that's not you, then this has to do with creation as well, where you are now indulging in your creative forces. So if you feel like doing art, you will do art. If you feel like dancing, you will dance. But you will create an energy flow for yourself in some way that you enjoy, and you're not going to have guilt about it. But sexuality is there. This is for somebody. I'm a mentor, not a rescuer. I avoid continually sacrificing my own happiness for others by rescuing and enabling them, as doing this may hinder personal growth for the both of us. I choose not to be a martyr. I'm a mentor, not a rescuer. I do not assume that everyone wants my opinions and solutions to their life challenges, and if I am in doubt, I will ask them. I take responsibility for my own happiness. You are dropping the mask and dropping the burden of having to take on other things for others so that you can enjoy your life yourself. You are helping when you are being asked for help, and no longer assuming that everyone needs your help. You could be a recovering people pleaser. You could resonate with wanting everyone to be all right, but you're dropping that. Very good. This is a part of what's making you happy. This is a part of what's connecting you with yourself. And third chakra, solar plexus, oneness and unity. I accept the oneness of all life, and I know that I am one with all others on this journey. I support them and let them support me. I am brave and not afraid to ask for assistance. I allow myself to empathize and sympathize with others, and I choose to see the love in and all around me. I see everything as a part of my own life, and I accept others for who they are. In the beginning, we talked about you being just a branch of the consciousness that exists throughout the universe in God, okay? And accepting that you are who you are, and it's important to allow others to be who they are, because this is a part of experience itself. Experience wants to have experience. It is, in fact, experience. And so every possibility that there is to live in reality is being played out now so that every experience can be had. Might have lost you. It might sound like some crazy shit, but it's the reality of things. What else is it? If you just stop and look and observe it for a moment, you'll see that that's exactly what it is, and there's almost no other way to explain it. I mean, at least not with words. Maybe in a different language they have a deeper understanding of the concept. Maybe you can find it in Taoism, or maybe you can find it in Arabic through the Quran. Perhaps you'll find it in Hebrew, or maybe you go to Greece or ancient Egypt. They have so many other huge civilizations. Angkor Wat. They're like, where else we can go? Anywhere on the planet, and they'll tell you the same thing. I have a concept called dream time. Come on. I find common ground with others rather than differences, as this bridges harmony into my life and into theirs. They're going to be different. You're going to be different. But how do you get along and have shared experience? Okay, compassion and forgiveness. I have compassion for myself and for those around me. I let go of anger, resentment, and torment from the past, and I do not give my power away to those involved. Forgiveness is a gift I give to myself. I forgive myself for things I feel I could have done differently in the past, and I remind myself that my response could not have been any more evolved than it was at the time. I am compassionate to those in need, as this shows them that they are not alone. I practice this by listening, sharing, understanding, and being of service. And in this way, someone's going to keep their heart open to the world, okay? Someone's going to keep their heart open, and they're going to stay appreciative and grateful for their experience, and they're destined to have a really good experience. Okay, like destined to have a good life because of this, because they keep their heart open. That being said, I hope that brings someone some clarity. I think that is going to help unlock some things for someone too, where they're just staying open, being forgiving, working from the heart space when it comes to themselves and it comes to other people, being green. All right, catch you on the next one. It's a good day.